act? Never. And playing more festivals than he can manage. DeVille flying the flag. But the Florida-based singer adding his voice to growing concern over spiraling crime back home.
Early 2000s lovers rock crooner living in Florida and still delivering smooth grooves. DeVille always on the minds of reggae romantics. His new material picking up faithfully where his early standards left off. If DeVille's been on your mind at all, he fills in some of the blanks.
I lived in New York for many years, but Florida just kind of reminds me of home because it's a sunshine state. I can plant my fruits and vegetables in the back of my yard just like I would if I'm home.
Girl, I will never change this. Real love, baby, I could never fake.
I'm a married man, you know what I mean? I got two beautiful boys, 2 kids, and you know, they consume a lot of my time. At the same time, I'm still locked in with my music. You know what I mean? I'm also a legitimate member of the choir in my church. So yeah, and I mean, I'm a Christian too.
It's a familiar story, true also for DeVille.
When I got saved, it's just like, for me, when I was coming up, I wanted to do many different things. I wanted to serve, you know, so I joined the military. I did the military for 9 years at the height of my career. Nobody knew that. I'm not a gospel singer. When I do a song in the vein of Christian or Christianity, I call it kingdom music because I'm doing something for the kingdom of God.
Was that a reflection of the life you were living before?
Before there was a DeVille, I've had that relationship, but I just never really give it the energy and the food that it needs. So I got the calling, so my answer.
But were you guilty about stuff? Were you kind of like really kind of pressing the pedal to the floor and living life to the hill?
Yeah, I was, honestly. I've done some things in my life I'm not really proud of, you know what I mean? Luckily, I'm a very private individual, so people don't know these things, but I know, and God knows. And when your spirit know, and you know within yourself what you know, of course, I've done that. Flesh would always fail you, though. God never will.
So that little drama that went down with TOK back in the day, was that one of the things that, you know, you had to live down and it's maybe in your list of regrets?
So big up TOK, big up Craig and the whole crew. I have nothing but love for them dudes, and I'm quite sure if you see them and ask them the same to them, I can tell you that. But look at things go on, you know what I mean? And we're grown men now, you know? And the height of that was a different thing. That wasn't even DeVille. That was a member of the group ARP. You know, when a man get attacked, he must just defend himself and do him for the one. We all understand how that go already, you get me? But that's in the past, we've grown past that and it's just love. That was just a different time of my life.
We heard you gave a good account of yourself. So.
Wonderful the account of myself. Remember, listen, I'm a military man, you know. You're really taught how to defend yourself, and I could defend myself way before I joined the military. I never back down from a fight if I have to defend myself. But, again, I never ever want to be in a fight with anybody.
Let's look back at the sort of golden age of DeVille.
At that time I was a struggling artist trying to find my niche and working with the Dan Corleones and all these other people, you know, the Jammies, you with them and thing, and I just found a niche where I started producing myself. I came out with a song called In Heaven, which was a remake of the Bryan Adams song.
Oh, thinking about the younger years.
And it just brought me to Japan, and from Japan I kind of get an eye-opener on what DeVille was about and what my fan base was about. The time when DeVille really became the brand that I really wanted to represent to the market today.
And when you go to a party, you're going to hear Always on My Mind. I mean, that's really your signature song.
It is. That's a song that really put the icing on the cake, kind of, quote unquote. You know what I mean? And I never looked back since.
Why do you think it went across in the way it went across?
Because it was real, you know, in the sense that I was caught in a very bad place where I got caught at that time with the girl I was with, and she caught me, and of course, you know, I tried to reach out to her, and of course, the ladies have a way of cutting off all line of communication, and then I just turned to my music. I started pouring out what I was feeling in my music, and based on that, I guess, from the realness of the song and the potency of the song, if you I've been in a situation like that before. You can relate.
When you say you were caught, you were caught out.
Yeah, caught with my hand in the cookie jar, I would say, you know. Once too many. Yeah, you know. Yeah, once too many. Bad days. Now I am happily married, you know, different person, 2 wonderful kids, living a straight and narrow life, faithful to my wife, you know what I mean, and faithful to being a man and standing up on my word at all costs.
Let me just ask you flat out, you used the word relate earlier. Do you relate to a lot of music coming out in Jamaica right now?
I didn't even know what chop chop mean until a while ago, so what I tell you, you know what I mean? The whole of it can't chop chop. Okay, everybody can chop chop and wap wap, then the genre is dead. I'm not saying that chop chop and wap wap is not good. It's good in its own way, but at the same time too, other people need to be heard and other forms need to be heard. Reggae music is a broad genre, you know. We have ska, we have rock steady, we have dancehall, we have one drop, as people would say, we have lovers rock, and then we have, what do you call it? Chop chop, under the umbrella. But if you're not laying out the food on the table and put each ingredient on the plate, then whatever is on the plate and the people are forced to be fed that, they're not gonna eat it.
But when you hear the music that's being played now, you feel like an oldies act?
Never.
You associate with other Jamaicans in Florida. You get together, you hang out, you talk. What are you talking about?
Talk about the crime and the violence, man.
But that's not entirely recent. Even back in 2005, Jamaica, you know, the guns were licking in
Different now,
2005
man, Anthony,
too,
man.
you know.
Different now. I cannot get over the fact that on my way here, I'm learning about a man just get up and just kill a woman and I have 4 kids. That is sad, man. People have killed people a long time. But 4 kids? What do you think about my lucky youth? If he may even buck him to or if he may even hurt himself. That really pulls at my emotions real deep.
So how do you think Jamaica is going to pull itself out of the pit that we seem to be in right now?
I mean, we the people can't find the answer. And even if we do find the answer and try to present it to the leaders, it's the onus is up on them to listen to what people are saying. What are people saying right now? Out there, bring back the capital punishment. I don't want to go to say what they're thinking about. I have to take right now, if I guarantee you if that individual was thinking about the fact that if him cut this child's throat or kill these people, then his life is at stake. Probably there's a 50% chance that that individual will think twice about doing that. But them not a regard for life because them knowing themselves that for them life matters probably even more than the life them taking.
Might be a contradictory statement to be made by DeVille, who is now a Christian.
I'm not here to try to cast judgment on anyone, but it's just come on, a life or a life.
The crime apart, nowhere like home. But you're not coming back here to live.
Play the fifth.
DeVille's most recent songs, Happy and Every Time It Rains, his first in 2 years.
Silly that I do that.